Good morning everyone. My name is Purnima Tripathi. In this video, we'll talk about Psychology NCERT Class 11 Chapter number 1. Question number 1. What is behavior? Give example of overt and covert behavior. Behavior refers to any response of organism that can be measured. Any covert or overt action reaction a person does that can be observed in some ways. A person running to catch train is an example of overt behavior. The working of human memory or problem solving might be thought of as behavior, even though they cannot be observed directly but must be inferred from their product. Question number 2. How can you distinguish scientific psychology from the popular notions about the discipline of psychology? Answer. The popular theories of human behavior are based on common sense and may or may not be true if investigated scientifically. Common sense based on hindsight. Psychology as a science looks for patterns of behavior which can be predicted and not explained after the behavior occurs. Dweck's study on children who gave up too easily when faced with difficult problems or failure is worth mentioning here. Common sense tells us to give them easy problems first in order to increase their success rate so that their confidence goes up. Dweck found that children who had always succeeded because they were given easy problems could not cope up with difficult problems and gave up faster in comparison to those who had experience of both success and failure and were taught to put more effort to deal with difficult problems. Such studies prove that predictions based on empirical studies are reliable and valid. Give a brief account of evaluation of psychology. Answer. Psychology as a modern discipline has a short history but a long past. It grew out of ancient philosophy. It emerges as a scientific discipline in the following phases. Structuralism in the oldest school approach to psychology, and it was proposed by William Wundt. Structuralists were interested in analysis of human mind and its structure. They were interested in conscious experience and wanted to study the building blocks of mind. They used to introspective method to study mental process and experiences. In structuralism, who is the father of this? William Wundt. And in this method we use introspections. Okay. Functionalism. It is an approach to psychology developed by an American psychologist, William James. The functionists emphasized on what the mind does and the function of consciousness in adjustment to the environment. According to them, consciousness is an ongoing stream of mental process. It can't be broken down into parts. They also used introspective method to study mental process and experience. Behaviorism, proposed by John Watson, who viewed psychology as the science of behavior, and behavior could be described objectively in terms of stimuli and responses (SR). The approach proposed that mentalist concepts such as consciousness, image, or mind cannot be measured or studied objectively and scientifically. Watson emphasized on observable and verifiable response to stimuli. He was influenced by Pavlov's classical conditioning and was interested in the study of learning. Gestalt psychology. This approach was a revolt against structuralism founded in Germany by Vladimir Kohler and Kafka. It focused on perceptual organization of what we see, and they also demonstrated the laws of perceptual organization. Structuralists wanted to break down perception into elements, but Gestalt stated that when we look at the world, our perceptual experience is more than the sum of the components of the perceptions. That is, we give meaning to perception. For example, when we look at a table, we do not see four wooden legs and trapezoid plane surface above it, but we recognize it as a table. Psychoanalysis. This approach was proposed by Dr. Sigmund Freud. He viewed human behavior as a dynamic manifestations of unconscious desire and conflicts of which we are not aware at present. He used psychoanalysis as a system to understand and cure psychological disorder. Humanism. It was advocated by Carl Rogers and Abraham Maslow. They emphasized on the free will of human beings, that is, people are free to do whatever they choose to do. Their actions are not predetermined by any force. They said that human beings strive to grow and unfold their inner potential. That is what they are capable of doing. According to them, all individuals have innate tendency to self-actualize, and all human activities are goal-directed and worthwhile. Cognitive perspective. Constructivism. This perspective is a combination of Gestalt approach and structuralist approach. This approach focuses on cognition, that is how we know the world through thinking, understanding, perceiving, memorizing, and problem solving, etc. Jean Piaget and Vygotsky are the pioneer of this approach. Cognitive psychologists view the human mind as an information processing system like a computer. Mind is considered to receive, process, transform, store, and retrieve information. Mind is dynamic, and human beings actively construct their minds as they interact with the social and physical environment and interaction between adults and children. What are the problems for which collaboration of psychologists with other disciplines can be fruitful? Take any two problems to explain. Psychology is located at the interactions of many fields of knowledge pertaining to human functioning. It contributes to growth of other disciplines and draws subject matter from them as well. In the study of brain and behavior, psychology shares its knowledge with neurology, physiology, biology, medicine, and computer science. In studying the meaning, growth, and the development of human behavior in a socio-cultural context, psychology shares its knowledge with anthropology, sociology, social work, political science, and economics. Differentiate between a psychologist and a psychiatrist, a counselor and a clinical psychologist. Psychologist. A psychologist is someone who possesses the knowledge of psychology and hold recognized degree in the field. They work in diverse areas like teaching, counseling, community, etc. Psychiatrists, they are qualified medical practitioners who are concerned with psychological well-being of individual. Clinical psychologists and psychiatrists are different in the qualification and in roles. Clinical psychologists cannot administer or prescribe drugs, whereas psychiatrists are medical professionals and trained in administering medicine drugs to treat mental disorder. Counselor. A counselor provides advice to the persons who suffer from motivational and emotional problems. They provide vocational guidance also. Clinical psychologist. A clinical psychologist also help people with behavioral, mental, and emotional problems. They are postgraduate in psychology and are specialized professional. They provide therapy for various mental disorders, anxiety, fear, or stress of any type. They use interviews and administer psychological tests to diagnose the client's problem. Describe some of the areas of everyday life where understanding of psychology can be put to practice. Psychology is not only a subject that satisfies curiosities of our mind about human nature, but it is also a subject that offers solutions to a variety of problems. It ranges from personal to family, a community, or even national and international dimension. The solution of these problems may involve political, economic, and social reforms. However, these problems are a result of unhealthy thinking, negative attitudes towards people, and self and undesirable patterns of behavior. A psychological analysis of these problems help both in having a deeper understanding of these problems and also finding effective solutions. Psychology enables an individual to understand oneself in a balanced and positive way without being reactionary in order to deal with everyday challenges and meet with personal expectations. Therefore, understanding of psychology enables a person to build a stronger relationship at community level and improve individual strength. How can knowledge of the field of environment psychology be used to promote environment friendly behavior? Environmental psychology studies the interaction between natural and man-made environment and human behavior. The knowledge of environmental psychology can help us prevent big disaster. We can learn to modify our behavior to prevent any unwanted and painful outcome. For example, if we know the hazards of growing population, we can certainly apply some measures to stop population's growth. Question 8. In terms of helping solve an important social problem such as crime, which branch of psychology do you think is most suitable? Identify the field and discuss the concern of psychologists working in this field. The branch of social psychology is the most suitable for solving problems like crime. It explores through thought process of people and their influence on others. Social psychologists are concerned with topics like attitude, conformity, obedience to authority, social motivation, intergroup relation, etc. In answering such questions, the knowledge of psychology for a lawyer and a criminologist is also very essential. If they have the knowledge of psychology, they can understand how well a witness remember the incident, how well can she report such fact when taking the witness stand in the court. Thank you.